if they make it a real fight with the real rules, then yeah, it's an okay night for boxing.
Who would you back? Who do you think would win it if it's a real fight? Because that's what Pacquiao wants, it seems.
Yeah, I think Mayweather will. I think Mayweather will take it. Yeah.
Bob Arum, his longtime guy, even said, "I don't want to see him get hurt." Rooting for him, but I don't want to see him get hurt.
You know what, man? It's all up here. It's here. It's what you got. It's what you use. Again, there's no way to answer this, but stay healthy.
Gonna land a fist on Mayweather.
Right.
It's not after his last performance.
The boxing world is buzzing following the official announcement of a rematch between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao. Years after their historic first encounter, legendary figures in the sport are now stepping forward to share their predictions on how this second clash could play out.
One thing about Mayweather you have to understand is he's always taken care of himself. Like, his body, physically, mentally, he's always been very sharp and always staying in the gym and doing something physically, right? That's the big advantage he has. I mean, he's an athlete. He's a world-class athlete. Watching Pacquiao's last fight, yeah, you kind of feel bad. You kind of feel bad for him, and even though he did win and he did, I guess, pull off a surprise in his last fight with a draw against the world champion, but still, you tend to kind of like feel bad because it's not the same Pacquiao. It's definitely not the same Pacquiao I faced. That's for sure. The one that put me on my stool in the 9th round. But I still think that Mayweather will pull this one off. I mean, if it doesn't happen.
Oscar de la Hoya jokingly remarked that he would like to serve as the referee for the rematch, treating the situation with clear sarcasm. He suggested that the event feels more like entertainment than a true competitive contest, emphasizing the spectacle surrounding the bout rather than the sporting aspect.
Trevor and Pacquiao are in talks to have a rematch. I mean, wow. I'm baffled. Serious talks with Netflix right now. What's your reaction to two of your former opponents getting back in there in their mid-40s?
Well, maybe I can be the referee. Right? Let me get some action. Yeah, look, the first fight was many years ago, right?
Yeah.
And it was an okay fight. Now they're gonna do it again, apparently. It's all entertainment. That's the way I see it. It's all entertainment. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna be an exhibition or a real fight with real rules. Small boxing gloves.
Teofimo Lopez Jr. responded to the news of Floyd Mayweather Jr. returning to face Manny Pacquiao once more by noting that the matchup will generate massive attention. He also expressed confidence that Mayweather would come out on top again in the rematch.
Mayweather just announced his return to the ring. What do you think? Break it down. Manny Pacquiao, 9-figure payday.
9-figure payday. It can happen again, of course.
You know him. You've been in the gym.
Yeah. I've been with Floyd. I've talked to him and everything. But then again, it's Canelo Triple G weekend. Floyd can always talk about it, and people will talk about Floyd again.
Him and Manny Pacquiao are both in Japan right now.
Yeah.
They ran into each other, and maybe this is it.
Hey, everything happens for a reason. I mean, Floyd knows what he's doing. He makes the 9 figures for a reason, man. He's not dumb, man. He's a businessman.
If they do fight again, what happens?
Floyd wins. Floyd wins easily.
Let me ask your dad, Junior, did you hear about this? Mayweather just announced his return to the ring. He says he's coming back this year to fight Manny Pacquiao. Him and Manny are in Japan together right now.
Yeah, but who the hell wants to see that fight?
People.
I wouldn't no matter what, if that fight was to happen again, Floyd will make his 9 figures.
Roy Jones Jr. expressed support for Manny Pacquiao in a potential rematch with Floyd Mayweather. He indicated that Pacquiao's determination to compete and his disciplined approach are qualities that make him extremely difficult to defeat.
What do you feel about Manny Pacquiao?
No, I love Manny, and Manny going in too. I'm not saying that Manny is not capable. Manny is one of the dudes that I think definitely deserves to be in. Manny always has been and always will be one of my favorites because of the way he fights. I mean, a guy to come back after being knocked out in 2 of his first 3 fights, then come back and do all the things that Manny did, that story is also just as awesome as Vinny Pazienza's story. You feel me? I mean, come on. Most guys can't bounce back from a knockout period. He got knocked out early in his career twice and came back and did all.
George Kambosos Jr., the former world champion, has shown strong support for Manny Pacquiao, stating that he believes the Filipino legend still possesses the ability to defeat Floyd Mayweather in their confirmed rematch.
Surprising. Obviously, I know Manny very well. You know, he's a true competitor. He's a guy that if you put something in his head, and obviously to create more history, he's a guy that's going to give everything and, you know, try his best. That's what Manny, one thing I always learned with Manny is give 110% and try your best no matter what. So, yeah, he's going to give it his all. Again, you can't beat Father Time, but Father Time is hard, and it was very hard watching him fight Lucas, and you could see it. And then watching the exhibition he had with the Korean guy or the Japanese guy in, I think, last year, it's hard to watch. I know Manny, I know the man that I was sparring. I love that guy. So, but again, he's a legend, and he turns it on.
Terence Crawford commented that it's unfortunate to see legendary fighters stepping back into the ring at such a late stage in their careers.
Heartbreaking to see an icon go out like that.
Yeah.
You know, and...
But it's crazy also to see him fight at 57 years old. Like,
yeah,
that's nuts.
Still, like, he shouldn't have been in there at all. You know, I think it's other ways.
Yeah.
You know, it's other ways for.
But what did he get?
People.
He got at least 20, right?
Yeah, but still, I think.
But
you know,
I think he needed
all
that money.
Yeah, but with all his connections and things like that, I think people could have put him in the right position to make some.
David Benavidez stated that Floyd's return from retirement would likely attract little interest unless it involved a rematch with Manny Pacquiao. He emphasized that their historic rivalry is the only matchup capable of generating major excitement among fans around the world.
About there's reports saying that Floyd may do a professional fight. Oof.
What did you say?
There's word that potentially Floyd might come out and do a professional fight.
Oh yeah?
What's your thoughts on that? As a fan.
I mean, as a fan, I feel like I see what they're doing. They see like the influencers just turned it into like, I'm not gonna say a whole circus show, but I feel like they see if these people can come in here and make all this money, then why can't the legends of boxing do that? I feel like they're all the legends of boxing looking at it like that. And I don't have a problem with them coming back and fighting, but I mean, it's not as exciting as it once was, you know what I mean? I mean, Floyd Mayweather's Floyd Mayweather, but who is he gonna fight? I mean, unless he fights Pacquiao again, I would love to see.
Benavidez predicted that if a rematch takes place, Mayweather would probably come out on top. However, he also pointed out that both fighters are nearing their 50s, meaning age could play a significant role and make the contest more difficult and unpredictable for both of them.
A Pacquiao-Floyd rematch would go.
I don't know, but I would love to see it. Mm-hmm. I mean, if Floyd Mayweather is still who he is, I think Floyd Mayweather will win. I don't know, we have to see. You know, they're both older guys. I think Floyd is 50. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to disrespect any type of way, but he's a 50-year-old man. You know what I mean? Pacquiao's a 48-year-old man too, so... I heard something that Mayweather was going to fight Mike Tyson, so if they could do that, then by all means.
In a recent interview, former world champion Ricky Hatton gave his honest perspective on the long-running debate between Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. Having faced both fighters during their prime years, Hatton explained that Pacquiao brought greater aggression and explosiveness, but Mayweather's defensive mastery and exceptional ring intelligence ultimately made him the more complete boxer.
In your opinion, who's better? Who's tougher?
I think Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, I think Floyd Mayweather. I mean, and that sounds rich because he absolutely was probably one of the most brutal knockouts in boxing history, I'd say. You know what I mean? When I see him getting knocked out by Pacquiao on Instagram or YouTube or anything like that, it's in the top 10 of the most destructive knockouts of all time. Yeah. But I was a little bit past myself back in the day, you know, and I'd one or two, you know, I wasn't a master of defence like Floyd Mayweather. I'd take 4 to get one in sometimes, you know. And,
I'm the same, Ricky.
Yeah. And in between fights, I'd be up in weight, down in weight, up and down in weight, you know, on the lash and, you know, and all that stuff. And that's all. Wasn't looking after my body like an athlete probably should have done. And I think I was, by the time I got in the ring for the Manny Pacquiao thing, I was a little more a shell of myself. So, but I think when I fought Floyd, I was a little bit...
Frank Martin also pointed out that although Mayweather previously talked about doing an exhibition with Mike Tyson, a fight with Pacquiao would be something entirely different. In this case, Floyd would be returning in a professional capacity to compete in a legitimate bout. Martin reacted with both curiosity and respect, simply noting that Floyd is Floyd.
Just announced that he's coming back to fight. At first it's going to be an exhibition with Mike Tyson, but he's actually saying he's coming back as a pro to like actually take on fights. What do you think of that?
Hey, if he still got it, he got it, you know. Hey, Floyd is Floyd, you know. He may been working he may be working over there out the country somewhere, you know, we don't know nothing about, but Floyd is Floyd.
Pacquiao's coach confirmed that Manny is fully prepared to defeat Floyd Mayweather Jr. in the rematch. He stressed that Manny has long desired a second fight, and now that it is finally happening, both he and his team are ready to push Mayweather and deliver a formidable challenge in the ring.
Big news in boxing, Manny Pacquiao on Netflix against Mayweather. What do you think? September, the rematch. You always told me you would love the rematch. It's the one fight.
They tried for a rematch. You know, Manny obviously had a torn leg, but it was a big tear in his shoulder. So we always wanted a rematch within a couple of years. We tried 3 or 4 times, and then nope.
And now it's happening.
Now it's happening.
Mayweather's 49, Manny's 47. What does Manny need to do?
Okay, so these are both fighters. Whatever they've lost a little tiny bit in speed, they picked up in experience and they picked up, in skill. So, it's still a great fight. Best fight out there.
The whole world will tune in.
Best fight out there.
It's free, no pay-per-view.
Best fight out there. Who else you got? Nobody. Like nobody.
Meanwhile, Floyd Mayweather Sr. confidently asserted that his son could beat Manny Pacquiao in a rematch immediately and, after just a short 3-round break, take on and defeat Conor McGregor as well.
Manny, the rematch.
Oh,
Be
man.
biased. Don't be biased.
Don't be biased.
Yeah, don't be biased.
No, I got to be biased. I got to be biased.
Okay, who you picking?
Who am I picking?
Yeah.
Man, look.
Manny said he wanted you to train him.
Who?
Manny. He wanted you to train him for this fight.
I whoop his ass.
You gonna whip him?
I'm gonna whip before Floyd whip him.
Could Floyd beat Manny and Conor at the same time?
I really believe so. I really believe this. I'm telling you the honest truth. I'm telling you this right here. Floyd can Pacquiao and then turn it right back around. Give him about 3-round rest. Then he'll come back and get Conor. And I'm telling you, both of them going.
Mayweather and Pacquiao have long been regarded as 2 of the top fighters of their generation. Their highly anticipated clash in May 2015, famously called the fight of the century, went on to become one of the highest-grossing boxing matches in history.
His left hand was fast, his right hand was fast, and he was throwing them both fast and strong. But when it's all said and done, he was a beat fighter. From round 1, he knew it. I can't beat Floyd Mayweather. 6 days before the fight, he boxed 4 rounds. And if you go look, when he came out to Las Vegas, he was throwing combinations. Everything seemed just fine. Waving to the crowd, both hands. Manny Pacquiao, you're not on my level. Manny Pacquiao, you will never be on my level. Period. Simple and plain. If you lost, accept the loss and say, you know what, Mayweather, you know what? You was the better fighter. You was the better fighter. It's okay to be number 2. It's okay to be right behind me.
For years, Pacquiao has advocated for a rematch, insisting that he wasn't at his peak during their first fight and promising to show that he could overcome the undefeated champion.
I hope to see you here in Japan again with a big fight against
Floyd Mayweather.
Pacquiao has openly admitted that he wasn't at full strength for his 2015 bout with Floyd Mayweather Jr. The Filipino star revealed that he sustained a serious right shoulder injury during training, which limited his ability to throw combinations and fully use his aggressive style. According to Pacquiao, the injury hindered both his movement and punch output, ultimately impacting his performance on boxing's biggest stage.
Not being 100% the first time around. I think it was a shoulder, right? Was it a shoulder issue that you were fighting through? Popped up during training. To the fans who are excited about this, but a little bit worried about another injury coming up, because we're all 11 years older than we were back in 2015. To them and their concerns, you say what?
Well, both of us are disciplined fighters, so him and me, we taking care of our body, and we always work out almost every day and playing basketball like that. So right now, I still can fight. I feel like I'm still young. I mean, nothing.
Although both Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao are well past their primes, Pacquiao has remained significantly more active in recent years. His most notable bout was against Mario Barrios, a closely contested fight that ended in a controversial draw. Many observers felt Pacquiao had done enough to earn the win, as he displayed glimpses of the speed, timing, and offensive combinations that defined his peak. While age has naturally affected his stamina, punch output, and durability, the fight showed he can still compete effectively at a high professional level, particularly against strong opponents. In contrast, Mayweather has largely limited himself to exhibition bouts rather than official competitive matches, reducing his real in-ring activity.
Names in the history of the sport. They're both old, we get that, but they're both doing this in a pro fight. This will not be an exhibition, it'll be a pro fight. So it is going to go on someone's record. Could Manny actually take Floyd's O away? And here I am getting drug into this thing, and you know what? I'm not even mad about it, because I understand what it is. It's not going to be the highest level of fight between these two, and I don't think it sullies their name any worse than what Floyd was doing with John Gotti III. No offense to top 3 black person of all time, but Deji, some other fights that no one really watched or cared about. Floyd did that to himself, but he still has the drawing power across from his greatest rival in Manny Pacquiao to make this an interesting fight. And again, it's a pro fight, so if Floyd goes in there and gets touched up or doesn't have it anymore and the reflexes aren't what they were, and we've seen Manny still has a little bit of it. He looked a little old in the Barrios fight, looked a little susceptible to being hit, but still has it on the offensive side, still has heavy hands, hurt Barrios with some punches.
Teddy Atlas carefully assessed the physical condition of both fighters. Regarding age, he sees no clear advantage, noting that both Mayweather and Pacquiao are seasoned veterans approaching the latter stages of their careers, so he considers them equal in that respect. When factoring in accumulated wear from years in the ring, Atlas favors Mayweather, as his defensive, cautious style has historically minimized damage and preserved his body over time. On the other hand, reflexes and timing are critical in boxing, and here Pacquiao holds the edge. His recent activity has kept his timing sharp and his reactions quick. Meanwhile, Mayweather's extended period of inactivity, despite his flawless record, could dull his reflexes early in the fight, giving Pacquiao a possible tactical advantage.
The check, they're both old, right? So that's number one. The number two was, who's got less miles on the odometer? And because of the defensive style of Mayweather, I gave a check to Mayweather having the edge here. I mean, besides the Marquez fights, Pacquiao's been in some tough fights, right? Reflexes and timing and other boxing elements. Well, I gave the check to Pacquiao. You know, at least he's had some fights, or at least one real fight, you know, with Barrios recently. And yeah, Mayweather's fresher, but inactivity could affect his timing, especially early in the fight. So next one, power. Well, the guy who's always been the naturally better puncher, not the naturally bigger guy though, so that equals it out a little.